Hey, good morning, sports fans. Louis Diamond in our Las Vegas handicapping studios, and you are watching BettorCenter live from the sports betting capital of the world. And I am joined today with the same two fantastic handicappers that came in and threw out some nice winners yesterday. Mr. Chumley, Lord Chumley, and Mr. Tony Gulledge. Good morning, gentlemen. Happy Saturday to you. How are you doing today? How you doing today, Chumley?
Great, Lou. Uh, we started out good yesterday there. We all aligned and we hit the Bearcats. It's too bad we couldn't get us stopped there late to get the clock run out to get us the money line, but we did we did well with that, and overall it was a pretty good day. So let's crush it again, guys.
All right. All right. Good morning to you, Mr. Red Rifle. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty damn good, Lou. In spite of the fact that I lost the bookie buster with Alabama yesterday, that was literally the only play I bet that I lost yesterday. We had clean winners in college. I swept the board, but nailed Wright State. That couldn't have been any easier. Swept the board in the NBA, and also the best bet was on Portland, which again couldn't have been any easier. It took a backdoor touchdown inside the final minute to really put any dash on a big day. So hopefully I'm going to carry that momentum forward. I've got my maximum best bet play that I give out to any of my clients is going today in a college football game. So I'm looking forward to that. Actually, I'm looking for a big day.
All right. Big Saturday from Lord Chumley and the Red Rifle. And let's see what I have to offer you for today. But yesterday the stage was set. Yes, we did cash the Cincinnati ticket. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the money line. The Northwestern did come through for the defensive coordinator. So maybe I wish I would have. Obviously, I wish I would have really went to town on that one. And Clemson just did not have what it takes. Maybe Dabo probably should shut his mouth. I thought he's just too smart of a guy to make a statement like that. But and he doubled down afterwards, saying he's got no regrets. But clearly, he gave Ohio State quite the motivation yesterday. Now the question really remains: is Ohio State now? We're playing Alabama. Games open up 4.5. It's bet up to now 7.5 in a lot of spots. So a lot of steam on Alabama. But I think right now that that perception of what happened with Ohio State yesterday may bring that number back down. I made the line Alabama -10. So right now I still feel like there's value there for me. So Tony, Red Rifle, what are your thoughts on the national championship?
Yeah, I thought what you watched on the field last night with the way I thought Clemson's defensive secondary was suspect, and it proved to be their fatal flaw. I don't see Ohio State being able to move the ball with that kind of ease against Alabama, mainly because up front they won't be able to get the push that. Ohio State's offensive line looked the best I've seen them play. I just don't see a repeat of that against Alabama's front. I think Alabama's certainly going to be the play. I'm not sure. Like I say, I give Ohio State a puncher's chance, but in retrospect, looking at the way this has played out, I think everybody's shocked. I mean, that the way not that Clemson lost, but the way they lost, they got manhandled, and that's certainly going to play into the way this line breaks down, Lou. But I agree with you. I think Alabama early at this point in the process, Alabama appears to be the side to play in the national title game.
Yeah, and how is Ohio State going to put back-to-back games like that together? Going to be a tough question mark for them. Charlie, what are your thoughts on your first thoughts on this matchup?
Yeah, when I made my opening line, I had it at 8.5, so I still see some value in them, and I just like the Nick Saban factor here. I mean, he's one of the best coaches, and their defense is going to be they'll be prepared, and Fields will not have a day like he had against Clemson. they'll keep them somewhat in check. Obviously, they're going to score some points, but at the end of the day, Alabama's pretty much better in all facets. I think they'll get the job done personally.
All right. So we got some Alabama love to start the game, to start the show here today. As far as that over, total is at 76. Now, Alabama, I don't think they're going to have a problem putting the points on the board. Is Ohio State going to be able to put the points and keep up with them? So it is really the big question. So, but my first blush is I wanted to play it over, but boy, they got a high number on that. 76 is it's a challenging number for this matchup. We shall see. We'll know soon. All right. So that being said, let's get into today's football action. And our first game on the board is going to feature the Wildcats of Kentucky, and they are currently a 2-point favorite. The total is at 50, and they are playing NC State. And all right, so we'll get some early thoughts on that. The Wolfpack 4-10 as an underdog. Is that going to matter? But 7-3-1 in the bowl games. So, what are your thoughts on this game here? We'll start with you, Tony G.
I mean, honestly, Lou, they're giving you money here, man. NC State's obviously a better team. Giving you money, man. I don't know why they're doing it per se. Maybe they feel generous to start 2021. Knows everyone had a rough year financially last year due to the COVID-19 situation. And we feel to start 2021, we'll give you a break and give you a free winner. NC State, they do well against these one-dimensional type teams, which Kentucky is. Kentucky runs their passing game is non-existent. They don't trust their quarterback, so the running plays they call are dump offs to the backside, swing routes out of the backfield. That's their passing attack, and that's just not going to get it done. NC State. Like I say, not upper crust team. I've said this before about them, but they're going to give you an honest effort. Their offense is decent, pretty well balanced. They're going to run and they're going to pass. And their defensive front is pretty good. I mean, they beat Liberty 15-14. Their front blocked the field goal at the end of the game. And most of the games they've played, their defensive front has caused some problems at some point for the opposition, even if they're not able to stop them all the time. They do give problems to the team. And like I say, when they know to just zone in on a running attack, I think NC State's defense is going to have a good day containing Kentucky's running attack. I'll gladly take the points here. I'm sure this is an SEC, type of line. I just think they're missing the point, and the people betting Kentucky, I think, are missing something here as well. The values on NC State from all of my power ratings and line analysis, and I see the situation in the bowl game pointing to NC State as well. Everything kind of lines up here. NC State wins this game by a touchdown.
All right. Well, they're going to have to do something that Kentucky's non-conference opponents have not been able to do over the last 7 games, because Kentucky is 7-0 in non-conference games, 15-5-1 versus a team with a winning record. Chumley, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, Tony couldn't have really said it any better. The SEC factor here in Florida, or Kentucky's strength of schedule, I believe they've lost 3 games to top 10 opponents. But the problem with them is that's all they really can do is run, and up front, NC State actually matches up well with them, and NC State can run, pass. I think they'll slow them down, and I agree. I'm just going to take the money line here with NC State. They'll get the win today.
All right, a couple of alignments there with NC State. I cannot align on the game for you guys. I'm actually passing on this play altogether. So, but when we align, the money comes in. All right, so our next game on our schedule is going to feature the Rebels of Ole Miss, and they are playing a team that's actually had a pretty good season this year and played some pretty tough opponents very well, the Indiana Hoosiers. And the Hoosiers, they are getting that love because people are seeing the same thing I'm kind of seeing here today. and that game opened up 6, and now we're as high as 10. So, I'm a believer in this move. I do like Indiana in this scenario. Can either of you talk me off the ledge on this game? I'll start with you, Chum.
No, as a Big Ten guy, Lou, I agree with you. Indiana's played awesome this year, and here's what's gonna be the difference today is Mississippi State. They're not going to be scoring at will like they played against some of these crappy opponents. Indiana's for real up front, and their backfield is strong. And Indiana has their quarterback back. They're ready to play today, and it might be somewhat close for a while, but in the second half, Indiana's going to pull away with this one. This is going to be one of my better plays today. Go ahead and take Indiana today. They'll win by 14 plus pretty easily.
All right. I like what you're saying there, Chumley. Now all we need is the alignment from Mr. Gulledge, and now we know we got to play. Mr. Gulledge, what are your thoughts?
I'm going to be the contrarian on this one, guys. I like the Lane Kiffin offensive potential here. They've scored a lot of points against much better defenses than they're playing here. Obviously, Indiana's going to score. I think this sets up big for an overplay, but I think the 2 points to cover is too much for Indiana. It almost sets up for a situation where you can expect something, even if Indiana gets out and gets ahead. Two things can happen here. Indiana can fall behind and play catch up and win the game late, or Indiana can get out in front and then Mississippi rallies in the second. Either way, I think by the end of this game, it's going to be within single digits. I think 10 points. I'll gladly take the 10 points here and take Ole Miss.
Well, you have a little history on your side for Ole Miss. They are 4-0-1 in January, and it probably coincides with their 5-1-1 bowl record. The last 7 games, 8-2-1. The last 11 on a neutral site. So you have a little history on your side there. But Indiana, 14-3 against the number. Their last 17 games overall, 6 straight covers following a cover. Not talking me off of it. I like Indiana today, especially on the teaser. You know me. Teaser loop. All right. So, next game on our schedule will be the Oregon Ducks. Will they quack today, or will they crack today against the Iowa State Cyclones, who are probably in one of their biggest bowl games in quite some time? So, what are your thoughts? Iowa State as let's get a quick line on this game. And Iowa State is 5.5, solid 5.5. Total 58 or 58.5. So I'm a little leery about laying the points. I think they're inviting you for Oregon here. But I still like Iowa State. What are your thoughts here, Tony?
Yeah, Lou, I feel you. And I'm actually taking Oregon just on that kind of gut. It's almost the same kind of gut reaction to the Ohio State. I think Iowa State is the better team, but I think this is kind of set up for Oregon. They have a few good players, Lou, and that kind of situational where, at key points of the game, those playmakers make a play, and it keeps the game competitive. It keeps it close. I wouldn't be shocked if Oregon pulls this out, to be honest. I think this Ohio State's kind of been pumped up. They have had a great year, great season for them. But here they are at the bowl game, and the money keeps coming in on them. I think the pressure here is a little too much. I'll take Oregon in the points and feel good with it.
Yeah, it does kind of smell here. Them Cyclones 16-7 against the number following a straight-up loss, so they rebound well. But they're 2-7 in non-conference games and 1-4 in their last 5 bowl games, and neutral sites doesn't do well for them either, 0-6. While the Ducks come in 25-9 the last 34 times that they played on grass. Chumley, all that being said, what can you say? Tell us about this game.
Well, I know you guys don't like playing unders in the bowl games, but Indiana, Iowa State kind of plays slow down ball in the bowl games. I think their last 6 or 7 bowl games have stayed under, and they're gonna run the ball. They'll play smart, not turn the ball over. I kind of like the under in this game, and I think it'll be 3 points, 3-point game. So I would lean to Oregon. They might get the win too on the money line. So I'd play the under, and I'd lean towards Oregon.
All right. Chumley says a little Ducks and under so we got a couple quackers out there, and like I said, I believe Iowa State's the better team, but it's tough to back them in this scenario, and it's tough to back it. I'm not committing on the game, guys. We'll just leave it at that. All right, so the next, our last game in college football here today before we get into a touch of the basketball for everybody. And that game is going to feature the North Carolina Tar Heels back into North Carolina there for Mr. Red Rifle. See what he's got for us there, the total 65. And they are playing A&M. A&M open is somewhere between an 8.5 and a 9-point favorite. So, Mr. Gulledge, North Carolina Tar Heels, your neck of the woods. Take it away.
Yep, right off the top, I'm going to let you guys know this will be my Bookie Buster play for Saturday. The Bookie Buster coming off a Bookie Buster loss dropped me to 18-8, 69.2%. I also will be trying to cash the Bookie Buster football play on Saturday for the 6th consecutive week here at BettorCenter. And the previous 5 have not even really been that close. And I'm hoping that this today, and giving out to my clients as a maximum best bet play. This is the highest rating I give any play that I give out. I'm extremely confident, which I try not to be too bold about plays, but I really love this play. Head over to the BettorCenter site to get information, pick up that play. You'll be happy you did. I want to hear what you guys got to say about this game. I'm really looking forward to it. It's probably going to be kind of an entertaining game to close out the bowl season, with the exception of the title game, of course. But what do you guys think about this game tonight?
All right, I'll go right to Chumley with this one. Go ahead, Chum.
All right, well, we got some players that opted out for North Carolina. I think they're mostly running backs, like one defensive player, maybe a receiver. But the theme of this game is going to be don't blink. It's going to be a shootout. This is going to probably be one of the higher scoring games of the whole bowl season. So that'll be a top rated play on the over here. I just bet that they're not going to slow down anybody in this game. Them are my thoughts.
All right. All right, looking for a high scoring game, and I will agree with you on that as well, Chumley. But there's been some steam on that under. It was opened up 69 or so, and now we're down to 65.
That opted out.
Sorry,
yeah, that's due to the players that opted out. That's what brought that down. But don't get scared off by that. They're still going to put up plenty of points in this game today.
Well, North Carolina games have that tendency to do that. And if I can go get us bowl games, Aggies, 5 out of the last 7 have gone over. 6 out of the last 8 versus the ACC have gone over. 9 out of the last 13 non-conference games have gone over. But 9 out of 13 overall have gone under. So recent history versus a lot of team trends. As far as the Tar Heels, 5-2 to the over their last 7 overall, and I like what you're thinking here. I think the over has the potential and the chance to score some runs here today. Look for a pitching duel, is what we would probably say. The Aggies 11-2 in their last 13 non-conference games. Something you may want to think about when you're ready to go to the window. So, all right. So we got some over love there for Chumley and Tony has a big play, his Bookie Buster on this. So BettorCenter.com is where you'll get that from Tony. I don't have too much of an opinion on the side. So if you're looking for the side, nobody here has it but Tony, and he's got the toll bridge up. And when he's got the toll bridge up, that usually means you got a good shot to cash a ticket here today. So go on out to BettorCenter.com and look for Tony's Bookie Buster, which is in this game here today with Texas A&M and North Carolina Tar Heels. And don't forget to subscribe if you're on YouTube so you can get our plays as soon as they become available to you. If you're on Facebook, subscribe to BettorCenter.com, the Facebook group. And if you're just out on the internet, BettorCenter.com has our plays, and there's free plays out there. Yesterday, Tony hit a beautiful, easy winner for you with Wright State and college basket. And with that being said, let's see what they have for us in basketball today. Chumley, give us some basketball love and your most interesting play of the day.
Yeah, my one top tier college basketball game is going to be Washington State, the last game of the night. They're going to keep it within 8 against Arizona. They're going to give them all they can handle. As far as my most interesting play of the day today is probably going to be that over tonight in Texas A&M, North Carolina. They're gonna light up the board tonight. So you guys want to make sure to play that. And I also like that college hoops game a lot also.
All right. Chumley, college hoops, Washington State today. And obviously, he's big on that North Carolina over. And now let's see what Tony's got. Tony, your basketball today, and could be your most interesting as well.
Yeah, let's make this the most interesting play. I like throwing these in, Lou. Let's go to college basketball. We're now 22, 14-1 on the season with the best bet plays, one tick over 60%. A good solid start. We're out of the gate. We didn't stumble. We're in the middle of the pack. We're ready to make our moves. That's a good start for us in college basketball. 3-0 overall sweep yesterday. Like you mentioned, the Wright State up 30 at halftime. They won by 40, 7.5 point spread. It was as easy bake oven winner there. Let's come right back with one today on a game where Murray State is going to be looking to get back on track. They're giving 13.5 points. That is going to be my most interesting play, and that is my NCAA basketball best bet, number 706 on the rotation. There's a lot of action in college basketball today, guys. Number 706 on the rotation, Murray State minus 13.5. Put your money there. Expect the Racers to have a nice bounce back, big win at home. That's my most interesting play of the day, Lou. And encourage everybody just to check out the videos, share it, just get us some views, show us a little bit of love for the work we put in. And if you can, stop by BettorCenter and check out the packages and everything that everyone's offering. Show us a little love, and we'd appreciate it. We like the encouragement, and just want to wish everybody good luck today, and let's cash some tickets. Feeling like this is going to be a really good day, Lou, and it sets up and leads into what should be a great NFL finale tomorrow, as you have a handful of teams, a half dozen teams trying to get a few spots in the AFC. Has come down to the final day. I'm looking forward to a big day in the NFL after I get through a big day today. So really a lot of exciting things happening, and let's cash some tickets.
All right, Tony's looking to parlay the parlay. All right, gotta love it. A little compounding parlays. And then, you know what, Tony? Wright State is playing Oakland again here today. And now they're 10.5 point favorite. You got any zigzag theory on this? Or
I kind of would like not taking, but Oakland's so bad I can't take them. But it's definitely not. I would not be jumping back on this one. Yeah, there's a couple of these, and a lot of these. It's like the Ivy League does all perennially. They play the Friday, Saturday games, and so a lot of these conferences to cut back on travel. You'll see a lot of that this year. They're doing the back-to-back, playing each other twice in 2 days. Sound like the Ivy League does it all the time, so I've seen this done. You just got to be a little careful on that. I handicap more for that first game and kind of hope the setup's perfect for the second game, but if it's not, I usually kind of avoid it, because when you play a team like this, within 24 hours you're playing them again, you're going to get some unusual things happen on this second game.
It could be interesting. There's no doubt. It's happening quite a bit. It's happened in the NBA. You saw that Milwaukee got the revenge on the Heat winning by 50 the next night. We took advantage of the heat with the zigzag revenge theory. So I think there's going to be good spots for it, but I didn't really look into this game. I just kind of noticed it, wanted to get your thoughts.
Oakland's terrible. Oakland's pretty
bad.
I would probably have just avoided it. I don't like the spot for a right state today, but I definitely don't encourage plopping money down on Oakland right now. They're not that good.
All right. So, well, there you have it, guys. We got some good action out there for you today. We got a lot of big action for you tomorrow. NFL, it's a big day. A lot of games that are going to be on the line, so we have things to look at. And obviously, there's games that don't mean much of anything that we probably won't do too much looking at. So, unless there's something in there. But we will be back here tomorrow morning. We'll probably be at 8 a.m. if Brad can join us, because if we can get Brad here, we'd love to have him here. He's a great asset to our show. And that gives me a little more time to give you my thoughts on the games. But hopefully we'll be here at 8 a.m. tomorrow. If not, we'll be here at 7 a.m. Either way, you got to subscribe. If you subscribe, we just pop up. So it doesn't really matter when we get here, right? So, but we'll be here tomorrow with some more NFL information for you. Don't forget, BettorCenter.com. Going to have a free play for you out there today. Chip, Ross, Tony, and soon we'll have Chumley out there. They'll have great offers for you to be able to take advantage of the betting schedule daily. So for Tony and Chumley and Eugene over at Spotlight Film Productions, this is Louis Diamond. See you tomorrow on BettorCenter Live.